So it's day 288 of Hey, What Are You Doing Today? And I'm just having one of those days where I'm struggling with things a little bit. Not just a little bit, I guess having a good struggle. And sometimes I think, after investing 288 days, I would think I would have something more to show for it. I'm kind of going through that frame of mind right now as I'm recording this. And I was thinking, too, it's like day 288, and I have almost the same feeling that I had on day one, that initial frustration, with there's no vent, there's a pressure built up, and it's so peculiar to feel it right now. I know over the last 288 days I've taken in a lot of new powerful information. I know I've changed the way the world is around me, and my actions and reactions in the world, but it's I guess this month has been an interesting month. So I'm really on a I don't even know how to put it into words what I'm going through, I guess, but I'm really on on a cliff of sorts, walking a fine line, and it's kind of like I know I want to go one way, but everything that is in me from birth until today is all my old ways are pulling me away from it, and it's funny because it's the things that are affecting me, the things that are creating this pressure, the things that are creating this uneasiness, this inside of me. They're all petty little things that a year from now I'll watch this video and it won't even matter. Why do little things of the world have such a big effect? At the very beginning of this month, I went through something that was mind-boggling, the most powerful thing I've ever felt in my life, and I would like to get back to that. And the intriguing thing is, I think I know how to get back to that, but allowing myself to do what I need to do and as simple a thing as it is, it's what is it that's stopping me? What is it? And I guess the answer is ultimately it's me. It's the one thing I've associated with all my life. That personality inside me that thinks it's in charge. I'm waging. It really does feel like a war is being waged with myself, against myself. The interesting thing is that that great feeling came from ultimately totally letting myself go, ultimately having 100% faith that everything was going to be okay, everything was passing for a reason. I just needed to be a part of it, enjoy it for what it was, learn from it for what it was, and that element of almost like it's like that feeling of anxiety, of leaning back and falling backwards and letting somebody catch you. I've never actually done that. but that's a good way of thinking about that, the anxiety that I have right now. It's do I just let go? I mean, and how does that affect what I'm trying to do? Does that, it almost feels like the, I don't know if this is the right word, but the antithesis, the exact opposite of what the initial goal of this project was. And you know, if I just let go, if I let loose of the reins altogether, there's a beauty, there's a freedom, there's ultimately everything that I was really looking for in the initial first day. You know, initially I was going to take hold of the reins. I was going to study and learn things and become more intelligent, become a better communicator, have a better idea of what I wanted out of life. You know, have something that I could create and control. And now day 288, it's just let go of everything. So I guess that's the conflict. I guess that would make sense to somebody if they'd just seen this video for the first time. What a huge, I'm at a loss for words today, but what a precipice. I'm not sure if that's the right word I'm looking for, but what an interesting development it's turned into. Can I just turn it off? Can I just let it go? And then with that comes that fear. If I do that, do I lose some kind of income? Do I lose some kind of comfort in this world? And it's so strange because when I was at the beginning of this month, when I was living in that feeling that it's I don't want to use the word carefree, because there was probably more care, more love, more presence of mind, more emotional stability that I've ever experienced in my entire life in having that freedom, in letting go of everything. I experienced more than I could have ever imagined. And it's almost like I was just given that taste to make a decision. You know, what do I want? And is that really the correct answer, to just let it all go? And when I say let it all go, it doesn't necessarily mean to stop doing things but just to stop getting caught up in those worldly daily things. Those problems are not problems anymore. Chasing around clients, or chasing money, or any of those things. But what was interesting is that when I was living like that, everything came to me. And then somewhere along this month, I fell out of that. And it's like the faucet just turned itself off. Beyond that, the last couple days, I guess my phone hasn't been working, so I haven't been getting any incoming phone calls, and that's a lot of my income. It's just a very peculiar thing that they're all can be connected in some way. So do I make that decision just to fall back and have that blind faith that something's going to catch me and get back into that incredible, powerful feeling I was living in? I think that's what I want. And as silly and as simple as it sounds, it's a big test to just let go, to just fall back. Will I pass it? I don't know. The other thing I was thinking too is, like, I think these videos that I'm making, I think that it's going to be so interesting to watch them a year from now and see what was going on, and perhaps be living in a whole different frame of mind, a whole different value in the world, and look back at this and see where the trigger started and what was going on. But maybe it is time just to fall back and let the spirit of life take over, and trust that that I'll be in good hands, and I'll be guided to higher and more powerful things. So, weird day, weird struggle. Not weird, probably the great struggle when it comes down to it. Day 288. Hey, what are you doing today?